You indicated with regard to the chart that's up here with labor force participation rates that it happens in all recessions, and I would agree with you. But also when we see this decline, and then we are this far into the recession and or this far into job growth, don't we usually see greater participation? Don't we see these rates actually rise in the recovery?
Yeah, I would expect that we would at some point see that start to rise in a recovery. It happens every recovery.
Right, but isn't this a sign that there is there's a great deal of weakness in the marketplace right now in regard to jobs? When more people aren't coming back into the marketplace to seek employment, that would be a leading indicator potentially of the strength of the market?
Yeah, I would say that's true. I would say that seeing people start to re-enter the labor force would be a sign of growing confidence that job growth is going to pick up, and we do typically see that at some point during recoveries.
But we're not seeing it right now.
Not yet.
Which, if we're concerned about putting our people back to work, that would give all of us concern right now. Is that right?
Yeah, well, certainly we'd like to see that.
Right. Just in regard to the long-term unemployed. There's a concern about that, and just so I get this right, if you're out of the workforce for several years, you potentially lose skills, is that right? And it's harder to get those who have been long-term unemployed back into the workforce, is that right?
I think that's right. You know, a lot of it probably depends on why people have been unemployed for a long-term time period. You know, obviously, some percentage of them are folks whose skills are no longer consistent with industries that have strong job growth. This time, the number of long-term unemployed is so high. I would suspect that a large number of the long-term unemployed have different characteristics than in the past. That their skills may not have eroded. It just may be that we've had a very weak labor market.
Well, and I guess my point is leading up to, you know, I think all of us would like to help. If you lose your job, we want to help people out. I think we all agree in an American safety net. But when you look at extending unemployment benefits for a great length of time, would it be your position that can encourage people to stay out of the job market until those benefits run out? And then are we really doing a service to those who are actually trying to help, or are we doing a disservice with the lengthy extension of unemployment benefits?
Yeah, I wouldn't want to comment on the impact of something like that. I just don't know.
Okay, well, but it is fair to say that with regard to long-term unemployment benefits, people will stay unemployed until their benefits are about running out, and then they'll get back into the job market. Is that a fair assumption of what happens with regard to that?
Well, in the past, statistically, that's shown up in research. There's been questions about why that is, but that has shown up in research in the past. And
there's also a correlation that the longer you stay out of the marketplace, the harder it is to find a job that's equivalent to the one you had before you left the marketplace.
That's correct. Yeah.
And so, is it fair then to say there's a correlation between long-term unemployment benefits, people staying unemployed for a long period of time, and the difficulty it is for them to get back into the marketplace?
I'm not sure I would draw that connection.
Okay. I have nothing further. I yield back.
Thank you, Congressman.